I know it wouldn't be that smooth.
Yeah,
or
obviously.
Good.
Well, I was gonna say also, it kind of was interesting to talk about this in the heels of the Valve handbook, employee handbook that got sort of leaked in a way in PDF format. And if you read
what
it,
is this? I had no idea about this. What is this?
I'm
intrigued.
The employee handbook of Valve got leaked, and it was it makes the play. I mean, it wasn't Valve actually voted as like one of like the best place to work by its employees or something like that at one point.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Unfortunately, I'm not an employee. So,
yeah,
I'm not privy to that information.
Well, regardless of if that's true or not, or if that was ever said or not, it's apparent that it is true. The place is fucking awesome. It's apparently, at least this might be rhetorical, but it's a non-hierarchical system is how they work. Like anyone can greenlight an idea, that sort of thing. And it's
right.
and the handbook is like written in like the most friendly, affable, like welcoming way imaginable. I know nothing about software development, but it made me want to learn.
Oh god, I would
and
kill
work for
to
them.
work for Valve.
It's
seriously, I would kill you. I mean, I love you, but you would be dead. If Gabe Newell came to me tomorrow and said, "Look, I know you're a team, but he's got to go," you would be dead. You would be buried in the desert somewhere. My happy ass would be at Valve HQ chilling with Gabe. I would do anything. And I will do any job for them. I will answer phones. I will clean the crappers. Just give me a shot. I'm putting it out there right now.
Yeah.
I am available for hire. I will do any job Valve has available for me to do.
You find out
pennies.
You find out that the one job you get is like the worst job you could possibly get, and it's actually not that good.
Who cares? It's Valve.
Well, tell you what, I will send you a link right now in here in Mumble, our recording software, to the PDF in which you can look at the handbook, which is actually quite extensive, and we can put a link in the podcast notes on the site so people can actually check it out and be equally enthused about how much of a great place it must be to work. So
don't take my idea though. Don't petition Valve and say you'll do the worst job that they have available. That's
I have
my
noticed.
shit.
I'm fine with the jobs I have.
No,
right
not
now.
you. I'm talking to the audience.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All of a sudden, Valve gets swamped with calls and letters saying, "We'll work for pennies and we'll do the crappiest job." That's Nate's gig. You don't mess with it.
You'll wash Gabe Newell's balls.
I would. Yeah, I would.
You were about to say that's terrible, but then you realized, nope, I would.
It's like, nope, I might take that shot. Take that hit for the team.
Well, we should probably move on, because as soon as you said take a hit for the team, I thought for a second, what he could possibly be talking about in addition to that. Oh yeah, Modern Warfare 3, taking a hit. Yay. That was a terrible segue.
Yeah, it's just an experience, you know. You just gotta work on it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but apparently, Call of Duty sales is like a big deal right now in that it has slowed down. Apparently, according to analysts at Marquarrie, I have no idea how you say their name, Equities, they said that Modern Warfare 3 volume sales are behind around 4.2%. In comparison to Black Ops last year. In fact, actually, the March sales last month are actually even worse, because Modern Warfare 3 was selling less than half of the amount that Black Ops sold at the same time last year. So the point here is that it seems like, what we have talked about endlessly is finally happening, and that the popularity is waning. At least it seems like that seems to be the beginning of that trend. And that you don't think so?
Not
you don't
at
think
all.
that? You don't think
last year we didn't have a Mass Effect.
It's true, I suppose, but I don't know. See, that's the thing.
And we didn't have the Old Republic. EA has put out a lot of huge games recently, and I guarantee you those stats don't take any of that into account. They're just looking at straight numbers compared to Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops and World at War and whatever order they came in, and I'm sure sales dipped a little bit.
Well,
and I'm not saying that it's not completely feasible that some of the Call of Duty shine is off the apple, but at the same time, I guarantee you that some
Black
of
Ops
that
2
could be
or
attributed.
whatever is gonna probably sell really well too this year.
Oh, absolutely. It'll sell well.
I'm not saying that I did kind of say that, the popularity is waning, but I mean the long-term popularity. I feel like that it doesn't, actually, I'll put it crudely. The Call of Duty shit does not stick to the wall as easily anymore. That's what I'm saying.
No, okay, I'll totally buy it. And unless this next Call of Duty game reinvents itself in some way, shape, or form,
well, Activision will say that it's going to. But
they've already said.
Yeah,
they've already promised us innovation in the next Call of Duty.
I remember
Whether
that.
we actually get it or not is something that remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
But this next game, they've proved with Modern Warfare 3 that they can do Call of Duty without Infinity Ward.
Mm-hmm. Well, the original
now
Infinity
they've got
Ward.
Without the original Infinity Ward,
yeah.
right. Now they have to prove that they can take the series beyond what it is already, which is a fantastic first-person shooter, but a 6-year-old first-person shooter where we haven't seen a lot new.
Yeah, it's true. And, what I think is interesting about this, too, especially, is that, considering that, like I said, the Call of Duty shit does not stick to the wall as easily anymore, I'm just wondering if the sales are going to dip even more, because supposedly Black Ops 2 or whatever the hell it's going to be called, in fact, there's a rumor swirling around that it's going to be called Call of Duty Eclipse, I have no idea, is going to be coming out November 13th this year. Halo 4 is coming out November 9th. So,
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
I don't care about Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3. Halo 4 versus the next Call of Duty, I am interested in that. Like, what's going to happen there?
That's going to be weird.
Epic.
Like, this is 343's. It's not their first outing in the Halo franchise. They did Halo Anniversary, and that turned out really, really well.
Yeah.
I'm ready. This is going to be the title fight of the year.
It really is, and I think that
we haven't seen a Halo game in since Reach, and we haven't seen a true Halo sequel since Halo 3,
and that was 07. So
yeah, that was 5 fucking years, dude.
Yeah, and they outsold Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare that year. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right.
That was the first.
But that game sold really well too.
And that wasn't the first Call of Duty, but that was the first one to really come to the consoles and say, "Hey, we're here to fucking stay. We're here to bitch slap you."
I'm not ready to say that that the Call of Duty sales are gonna be outdone by the Halo 4 sales, because obviously there's no way to know that. But I would be willing to place money on a bet that they are probably not going to be as high as they were last year because of Halo 4. There will be a very strong correlation to that.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
it'll still sell.
I can see that.
It'll still sell ridiculously well. I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's mind about that, especially people who probably already pre-ordered it. But but yeah, I think Halo 4 will put a dent in the Call of Duty's side.
Oh, absolutely, and just the fact that Halo 4 we've moved past, the storyline that was established in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Now this is all new. I mean, I'm sure we're going to revisit some stuff, but this is a new storyline, a new adventure for the Chief. Hopefully they're not just going to go back to the old stuff and say, "Oh, hey, the Flood is back and found another Halo ring." Hopefully that's not what it's going to be. But, there is some excitement and some buzz around Halo 4 that we don't have with the Call of Duty franchise, because we've seen it every year and it hasn't changed that much, and it has become somewhat stagnant. So Call of Duty actually has more to prove right now than Halo 4 does.
Well, another interesting side note about where most of the revenue came from Activision Blizzard, or where much of the revenue for the Call of Duty franchise came from, was actually, for the last fiscal quarter last year, came actually from digital sales, not from the game itself. And much of that was from the 1.5 annual premium subscribers to the Call of Duty Elite service.
Right.
So that actually, the 34%, I mean, that's actually a pretty significant number, meaning that there is already kind of, it's not all game at this point, where a lot of their money is coming from. And I think that's kind of interesting.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I haven't touched Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, I played religiously for, I'd say, at least 6 months. I get in some playtime once, twice a week for at least 3 or 4 hours. I haven't gone back to Modern Warfare 3.
Well, it's nothing new,
I have really
really.
no interest in going back. It's it's the same old, and I'm just not. I'm not there. So yeah. And as far as I would like to see how the Elite subscriptions, because you have to pay for a year of Elite, or can you go month to month? Or
I think it's actually free to join Elite.
No, I know, but for the paid subscription where you get all the DLC and all that bullshit.
I have no idea. I think it's a flat rate though.
Okay.
But I don't even know why I guess that. 'Cause like I just said, I have no idea. So
no, if you can't, I don't know if you can pay for a year. If you could go month to month, I don't know. But if you can go month to month, I'd be interested in seeing their drop off from Modern Warfare 3's launch to now, because there had to be some.
And I should probably add, before I forget, that I just noticed another headline. I actually forgot about it, but I noticed it, that also in March, how I mentioned that Modern Warfare 3 got less than half of the amount of sales that Black Ops did at the same time last year. The entire U.S. retail game industry, actually, the sales suffered a pretty... I don't know if it was a big decline, but it was a continuing decline during that month. So it wasn't just the Call of Duty franchise's popularity waning. But I do stand by my point. I do think that the popularity is waning. I think this is the first sign of that. And I think that, maybe not popularity, but the sort of like continued faith in the franchise. Because like, why get Modern Warfare 3 when most people will tell you it is the same as, Black Ops or Modern Warfare 2, which are better games for XYZ reasons, and you can just get those for a lot cheaper. I mean, so, yeah, and people are still playing them, so why get the new one?
Yeah, I really can't say either way. I see your point, and I can say definitively that it will happen. Mm-hmm. I'm just not sure if we're there yet. I think the next Call of Duty will be the telltale, the signpost, if you will, and
it's true.
Activision's reaction to that is going to be interesting, especially if it doesn't perform as well as previous titles, because they've been on a steady incline year over year with sales of their Call of Duty titles.
Yeah, since since Modern Warfare 2 especially, that's when it's like really started to get crazy, like in how much. Yeah,
if this one doesn't top the previous year's numbers,
it won't. I don't think it will.
It'd be interesting to see Activision's response to that.
Well, I mean, like I said, because of Halo 4, and but then again, Halo 4 is only on one platform, and this is going to be on. Well, actually, is the next Call of Duty going to be on the Wii U? Because that actually could...
God, I suppose it could be.
Yeah, I mean, so with that in mind, I don't know. I'm just wondering what that could mean, because the sales might not affect... I mean, the 360 sales might dip, but the sales in general might not dip at all. In fact, more people might end up buying it on PS3 and Wii U, for that matter, if they end up getting a Wii U.
Oh, yeah, because once the Wii U drops, the Xbox 360 is the odd man out. It's a 10-year-old console at this point in a 7-year-old console's body. Hell, it's a 15-year-old console. The tech in that thing is so fucking bad. It's ridiculous.
Well, now we're getting into the realm of speculating what's going to happen this fall again, and I think what we can only say for certain is that it's going to be a major clusterfuck.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's really all we can say definitively. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to cover it. That's really what I'm excited for. Maybe not to play any of the games, but to cover them, definitely.
Oh, I just can't wait for E3, because it's going to be the preview of how this holiday season is going to shape up. And it's going to be like my first hint about how busy I'm going to be. And I just can't wait.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun, too. Holiday season's great, because you hit September and those big games start dropping, and you start pushing out reviews, and you get to talk. Because right now is nice. It gives me time to, work on the website and refine some things and do some stuff, and that's great. Not a lot of games to review, whatever. You get to holiday season, you're bum rushed till December, and you get to talk about all these games and talk so much shit about the bad ones, and it's just awesome.
It is pretty fun. And then talk shit about the good ones that you're frustrated by for, very petty reasons. That's always fun to do, too.
I remember last year holiday season when Skyrim dropped?
I vividly... We did a Skyrim episode.
We didn't shut up about that fucking game for like 3 entire episodes.
Well, yeah, and that's fine, because the game was great, but it had enough flaws to talk shit about it. So that was
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think one of the best conversations we've had on this show was about the dumbass AI in that game.
Yeah, the Skyrim special, I should say. That was I'd say one of my favorite episodes, just because all it was really just us telling stories about what we did. I honestly don't see that happening in a game again, at least not until Fallout 4, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, granted, oh my god, see, let's not get into the conversation again about what's coming out this year, because, we're probably going to be seeing more Skyrim-related shit in the next 12 months, I'd be willing to bet. I mean,
I don't care. I'm
DLC
over
and so
Skyrim.
forth. See, yeah, like I
Over
said,
you.
started playing it again.